Good day, everyone. I am Ms. Elizodomo, our faculty members of Libo-on State University. Initially, I would like to congratulate everyone for sharing panel of knowledge, especially to the Adventist University of the Philippines. The title of our research is Teacher Applicants Self-Efficacy and English Proficiency Test. We push and dedicate ourselves to finish this research since we want to fortify researches on English Proficiency Test as a national examination for teacher applicants here in the Philippines. I would like to provide space for my partner to present our study.
Once again, good morning. Additionally, this research would like to extend assistance to Commission on Higher Education in terms of giving numbers of graduates who were able to embody competence. We also desire on helping the human resource of the Department of Education here in Libo-on. As for the introduction of this study, we, as the researcher, see that self-efficacy substantiates the proficiency of an individual, for it embodies the competence and performance towards the real world. It also dictates on how someone exerts efforts in a certain work. Study on teachers' credits about themselves in terms of English language is too vital to view how they devote themselves to the importance of education. Institutes of education are obliging skilled workforce who are in height of literacy in English, which is presently the primary medium of instruction in the instructive organization, to ensure quality education and economic advancement. This status of declination must be addressed properly because, as to the study of Menyado, the English proficiency level of this country declines. Certainly, interventions that will be created must meet the objectives and can give a satisfying impact on the institution. The consistency of high performance in using the foreign language is a prerequisite to certify our inclusion in the global community. This study targeted to, first, it wants to determine the self-efficacy status of the teacher applicants in the Department of Education in Libo-on towards English proficiency test. Secondly, it wants to determine the English proficiency level of the teachers in terms of the following linguistic skills: structure, reading expression, and reading comprehension. Third, we want to determine if the reading and writing self-efficacy are the same across field of specialization. And lastly, we want to know and determine and validate the correlation among reading and writing self-efficacy predicts English proficiency. This illustration presents the pattern of research, since this study opted to determine the self-efficacy of teacher applicants toward English proficiency test. There is a need to collect all the essential documents. Initially, the requested English proficiency test 2018 results from the DepEd division of Libo-on will be analyzed to define its classification of proficiency levels. Then, the dissemination of the self-made self-efficacy questionnaire will be done through an online survey. Finally, the result of the online survey will determine teacher applicants' self-efficacy towards English proficiency test. Data were tabulated and analyzed using weighted mean and composite mean to determine the English proficiency, reading, and writing self-efficacy of the teacher applicant. ANOVA 1 factor was utilized to test if the reading and writing self-efficacy of the teacher applicants differ across field of specialization. Also, to determine the correlation of English proficiency, persons moments correlation was used. In facilitating the validation of correlation, a confirmatory factor analysis (CFA) by structural equation modeling (SED) using analysis moments of structure (AMOS) was utilized for validation. The succeeding data are the products of this study. Let us check the results. The first table presents the self-efficacy in reading towards English language proficiency. As we can see, it has a composite mean of 2.05 that was described as though. The table 2 presents the self-efficacy in writing towards English language proficiency. It has a composite mean of 2.03, which is also tagged as low. Teacher applicants in the division of Libo-on have a low status of self-efficacy towards writing and reading English language. Feeling low self-efficacy status and low linguistic skills imply that teacher applicants do not have the desired result of self-efficacy before taking the said examination, which can impact their examination results and teaching works. Now let us proceed to the proficiency level of teachers across structure, written expression, and reading comprehension. Structure measures how the parts of speech are used and put together in a sentence, while written expression is designed to assess one's ability and skill in the use of English in technical written form. And reading comprehension measures the ability to understand what has been stated directly of the printed review. Based on the numbers, the 3 linguistic skills were tagged as beginners, accumulating low scores. This table, table 4, reveals the comparison on the self-efficacy of the respondents as to their field of specialization. It was found out, interestingly, that there was no significant difference in the self-efficacy of the respondents in terms of reading and writing. This only indicates that the level of self-efficacy in English readings and writings of the teacher applicants are approximate at the same level. Next, table 5 shows the result on self-efficacy status and English proficiency test result correlation. The reading efficacy and English proficiency has no significant correlation. It means that reading efficacy does not affect English proficiency in any manner. On the contrary, writing efficacy and English proficiency has a significant correlation. It means that writing efficacy predetermines writing proficiency. It established a negative correlation that as the status of writing self-efficacy goes up, the English proficiency status goes down. This figure states the negative correlation between the two variables, the writing efficacy and English proficiency level. This research greatly concluded that teacher applicants have low positive self-efficacy towards English proficiency test. Also, respondents failed to demonstrate the expected proficiency level intended for them. It proved that reading efficacy cannot affect English proficiency result. On the other hand, there is a significant relationship between writing efficacy and English proficiency. The level of self-efficacy in English readings of the teacher is approximately the same level across a specialization. The English writing self-efficacy of the teacher applicants are different from each other with a moderate effect size. This research gives impact to Department Order 52 Series 1987, the 1987 Policy on Bilingual Education that aims to achieve competence in both Filipino and English at the national level through the teaching of both languages and their use as media of instruction at all levels. There ends our presentation on teacher applicants, self-efficacy and English proficiency test. And again, we thank you for this opportunity.